Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to an important crossroad in our path to becoming a great React developer. You see, we have two options here. The first option is we can keep going. We can keep learning React syntax, small little tricks, and pretty much learn the entire documentation, which is right over here. So that, like a dictionary, we understand every single thing about React, every single tool in the library. But here's the thing. You can do that on your own. You don't need me to tell you what the documentation says. And as a developer, you should learn how to read the documentation. However, I do understand that sometimes it's nice to have somebody show you how things work, how maybe something that isn't clear online is explained. So we're going to take a different strategy than most courses here. And I've talked about this before. What we're going to do is we're going to try and simulate a real work environment. What does that mean? Well, moving forward, we're going to start off building our e-commerce website. We're going to build a full-out online clothing shop. From start all the way to finish where we put it online. It's going to allow us to do a ton of things. But what we want to mimic here is how in a real life scenario, you would most likely be working with somebody, perhaps a senior developer. So along the way, I'm going to ask you to code along, have your code side by side next to the videos as we work through the project together. And as we build the project, we're going to encounter different problems, different things that perhaps we haven't learned yet in React. And slowly, we're going to learn these things as we build the project. Because we could spend the next 20 hours just building 5 more useless projects that aren't impressive because they're things that you can do in a day. What impresses employers and what gives you actual work experience is building these large projects from start to finish. So we're going to choose this path. So if you feel like, hey, I feel like I only know maybe 40% of React, then that's okay, because we have a long way to go. I hope that you stick around, because by the end of this course, that 40% of knowledge is going to grow. And we're going to try and build something from scratch so that at the end of the day, you don't just learn a list of tools, but you learn how to lead projects, how to explain to people how React works, how to decide on good architecture. It's time to get started.